This is the Pound for Pound Boxing Show in association of Seconds Out Coffee. I'm here with Ebonie Jones. Ebonie, finally the debut is out of the way. How are you feeling now compared to coming into the arena?
Obviously, it's such a buzz over the past few days has been built up, and I don't know, in a way I've been made to feel a bit like a superstar. Do you know what I mean? The treatment I've been getting is just unreal. And obviously, the publicity I've been getting is amazing. And now it's done. It's just I just want to keep fighting now.
Obviously, your name has always buzzed around the boxing world just before your pro debut. People have always spoken highly of you because of your amateur background. Did you ever imagine your debut would be Wembley Arena, 20,000 people, sky?
No, I did never imagine that. Like this time a year ago, and I was just sort of going down the gym with Johnny Edwards, and it was just I was thinking about turning over and stuff. I'd never imagined a year later it would be on this sort of platform. It's mad how much things can change in 1 year. Like I keep saying it in all the interviews, but it's just I can't believe it.
How do you feel about your performance? Obviously, as boxing fans, we saw the dominating performance, but are you happy with it?
I'm never happy with my performance. In all 65 amateur fights, and my dad said it then, I've never been happy, and he said, "Oh, bloody hell, Eb, every time you're never ever happy with your performance." But because I just feel like there's more to give. I could have done better, but I think I just can't be hard on myself. I've got to be happy with that. 3 years out the ring, and she was no idiot. She's had well over 10 pro fights. I mean, this is my first one, and it just can only get better from here.
That's it. They always say that we are our biggest critics. So, I've spoken to so many females and males on their debuts. No one's ever happy. You're not the only one. But what's next for you? Is it to stay more active, get the rounds in as well, get the more experience before the bigger fights come?
Yeah, I'm not in no rush to. You've seen how quick women can get to the world title fights, and they're not always being deserving of winning a world title. So I'm in no rush. I just want to. I'm loving it. The main thing is I'm happy. I'm enjoying it, and I just want to get as many fights as I can, as often as I can.
Obviously, your original opponent was Beck Connolly. She pulled out. Would you want that fight next? Would you want that as your second fight?
Yeah, if she wants to fight, I'm not really that bothered. I think we're different. Not a big headed, but I think we're a different level in a way. So it's like I'm not calling her out or anything like that. But yeah, it's supposed to be good. It's a name that everyone knows, so it'd be good.
They always say styles make fights. She's the type that always comes forward. We saw that, obviously, she got stopped by Ebony Bridges, but she's always been the type that, regardless of 3 wins and I think 11 or 12 losses, she's always been the type to always never stop coming forward. Compared to this opponent, she could be a tougher. Do you think you need someone like that at this early in your career?
Yeah, I think sometimes the better fighter, the better you are. Do you know what I mean? It brings you on, and I think I'm going to get better from that fight there.
Obviously, I spoke to you media day. You said you're starting off at featherweight and you can go up and down. Does that excite you that there's right now the domestic scene and even worldwide, the women's boxing right now between featherweight and let's say super bantamweight, it's just getting better and better with the amount of talent? Ellie Scottney, Stevie Levy, and so on.
Yeah, there's so many women about to fight now. Do you know what I mean? It's good that you can move up and down the weights. I don't think I'll probably go much heavier than this. I think me obviously having that long out the ring, coming back fighting at this weight. So this was at 58. It was meant to be featherweight with Beck Connolly, but obviously this girl was coming down from super feather. So I don't think I'd go much heavier than this. I'm only short. Do you know what I mean? But I think super bantam would be a good weight for me.
Brilliant. And how was the atmosphere when you came out? You heard everyone screaming your name during the fight and even after when your name was announced as the winner. Just tell us how that felt.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've never felt anything like that before. Knowing all my friends and family were there, it's just like you're putting on a show for them. Do you know what I mean? And it was great.
What advice would you give to anyone out there that wants to be the next Ebonie Jones and is a little bit, I don't know, you could be a little bit intimidated walking into a gym for the first time. What advice would you give to any female and male?
Just go for it. I mean, you just got to push through that feeling. I had time out of boxing, and I'd been to Europeans, boxed for England, been on GB at the very top, and I was nervous to even walk into John Edwards' gym. When I was first come back to boxing, I was nervous for that, but you just got to do it. And if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't be here now, debuting in this great place. So you just got to forget about that and just go for it, whatever you want to do.
Brilliant. And do you have a final message for all the fans that travelled for you and tuned in tonight as well?
Yeah, just a massive thank you. The support has been absolutely unreal. I'd never imagined it would be like this. It's just, yeah, I can't even describe how it feels, to be honest.
Brilliant. Ebonie Jones, on behalf of Pound for Pound, congratulations on your debut. Can't wait to see you in the ring again.